What's up, crew? I hope you're having a rad day. In this episode, I go from hating a bike park to not hating that bike park, and I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm Alan, this is the MTB Alan channel. I'm Alan, and if a guy like me can have a rad day on a bike, so can you. Sometimes though, when you go to a new place, finding that rad day can be a bit of work. I'm going to show you how this went down at the Brian Head Bike Park, but this can really apply anytime you're going to go to some place new. I of course started with a bit of YouTube research, and while doing that I came across a video from Minor Biker in which he shows every trail at the Brian Head Bike Park. I could tell from watching those videos that I was likely going to need a little bit of time to adjust to the terrain, as well as some time to just generally figure out where all the trails were and how they all connected up. So being that I didn't have a lot of time off, the road trip started as soon as I got off work. Jason and I left Southern California and headed for Southern Utah, stopping in Las Vegas along the way. Alright, so we're in Vegas right now. Things have been going good. Talking about life, death, bikes, suspension. Hopefully we're going to be in Brian Head by 11-ish tonight. It's supposed to be 30 degrees in Brian Head when we get there.
You know how cold that is?
Yeah, that's like below freezing.
Below freezing.
Yeah. I brought a beanie, but right now he peed, I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna get some freaking Popeyes French fries. All right, so it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and we made it here, and the drive was pretty easy. A little bit of hanging out, crashing out, and then riding in the morning. Oh yeah, intense. According to my memory card, it's day one. Yeah, my micro SD card died, so I have 0 footage from day one of Brian Head. Kind of works out though, because really it would have ended up being a whole bunch of poor riding and unhappiness. In any case, you kind of get a feel for the mood from our first run on day 2. Don't get me wrong, we really appreciated how beautiful Brian Head was, especially with all the fall colors coming in. The problem was, all the trails felt like... And so that's why it was important for us to have at least an extra day to get accustomed to the terrain. So yeah, we weren't feeling super great on the second day. We are back, although you don't really know that because I don't have any footage from yesterday. I need to concentrate here. I go way outside. That was a little better. Oop, already losing the front end. Put a new back tire on, so I got a hole yesterday, and then the plug popped out. This freaking part, oh, this thing, I wish they'd fix that. There's so many times where there's just a freaking rock, either at the peak of a jump or a rock in the landing. This turn, every time, slows me down. Whew, it's rough. It's rough. I gotta be honest, even after a full day on that first run, I still wasn't feeling it. I was tempted to call it and maybe even cut the whole trip short. But I still felt like there was something there if we could figure out a way to unlock it. Fortunately, a guy who shared the lift with us had pointed out a trail that we hadn't hit yet. That's when we discovered Timberline.
should have had more speed coming through this. You good? Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Not so bad. That was pretty smooth. Oh, skinny. I'm not gonna do it right now. Some wood. Oh, I'm so glad that we found this trail. Oop. That rock's probably the better line.
The terrain on Timberline was different than the rest of the mountain, and for whatever reason, it had us smiling.
Oh my god, there was some commitment in there, but it was good.
Dude, but it was so much better. No, this is dope. This is dope.
And that is what unlocked Brian Head for us. I was suddenly excited to get back on the lift, get up the mountain, and ride that trail better.
I pulled brakes on that. Sounds like Jason cleared it. Those are all straight lines. Oh shit! That's dangerous. Almost got a little in front of my bike on that one. Oh shit! You alright?
Actually, yeah. I forgot about the roller, and I jumped into it. And then I kind of nose wheelied all the way down.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It broke my chapstick.
Well, despite that crash, the stoke that came from riding that trail spread to all the other trails. Somehow, I wasn't feeling the chatter anymore. I mean, the trail hadn't changed, I had changed. And I was beginning to have a blast. Yeah, you know I'm having fun when I start getting the Stoke chuckles. By the end of the day, I knew I'd be coming back to Brian Head. I had checked out vids, given myself time, been willing to find the key and eventually unlock that stoke. But whether or not Brian Head is a place you're deciding to go have a rad day.